as PABAR Volkswagen Challenge makes its way onto the track with Class B for the second time. We're watching over the top of the hill towards Kyalami and the north of Johannesburg. I can tell you there's a bit of a dark cloud headed this way, which could be ominous. Hopefully we'll get the last 3 races in before some wetness comes down onto the surface. We've still got DOE Formula V partnered by CIM Lubrifuel to be sorted out, and Car Care Clinic 111s and GD Sports and Saloons to be sorted out as well. So it's another 30 laps of race action coming away. 10 of them will be from PABAR Volkswagen Challenge Class B. And will it be more of the same at the front end? We saw some big battles at the front end of this one. Eventually it was Stian Krill who led them to the line to win out. And he'll be looking to do the same again, keeping out Stuart Mack in the Class X car. Hopefully we'll see a little bit closer action there with Dr. Hannes Skeppers looking to try and get into the mix there as well, if he's able to get out there. He had a bit of a tough one in the first one. Caution Naidu and Bevan Williams had some big battles, so did Elna Cruiser. She eventually finished up in 4th place overall in the first heat. Great debut coming out of Ian Walker and from Pierluigi Mussolini's point of view in terms of joining Class B for the first time. That 1027 hot car of Charisse Piazzamusso had some problems with a bit of a tag in the mid-pack with the Cycles United car of Ian Walker. But they're all ready for more action in this big pack of 23 cars. 23 cars about to go at it once again here for PABAR Volkswagen Challenge Class B. The reason that Class B are on their own is because they've got 23 cars in their pack, and it would have made too many cars on track if they joined the usual way of running things, and that would be combining Class A, B and C all in all. Yeah, not Class A and C, Mr. Mark Friedman. Maybe we've got Class E and F out there as well, and not the DJ, the red guys. Red flag at the front, waiting for the green flag at the back before we go racing. Looks like Mitch Cassia getting a little bit of help there just to be behind the line. With is that the COC? Yes, it is. Alden Deirdrick just helping him get onto the official race line in his grid position there from the GRT Racing Stable. Lindsay Kleur hoping for better luck than the first one. Ended up on the sidelines and off the track during race number 2. And looks like Robbie Kasani also being helped out to be in the correct grid box. Ethan Katsia is just up the road. You can see the blue car. What's that? 5th from the right hand side. There's Ethan, Mitch is there, 2 cars back. A couple of guys not quite getting those grid positions right and just being helped out by the COC. He gives a thumbs up. And looks like we're good to go. Watching for the rain in the background as well. We're watching for that for the rest of the day. 30 seconds will turn to 5. 5 will go to red lights. And those red lights off mean we go racing down towards turn 1 again for Class B's PABAR Volkswagen Challenge action. Revs pick up. Ooh, couple of guys off the line there a little quick. Kasani might be under a bit of threat there for a possible jump start, but he was out of the gates like a rocket ship. So Rocket Robbie Kasani heading down towards turn 1, maybe a bit too quick. Mitch Kassia in the mid-pack there. He's got Piazza Musa on his tail as the leaders head then towards turn number 2. Running wide there was Rajpal. Shrin Rajpal. Oh, and some tagging in the background. Bevan Williams coming together with a 46 car. That is not the way they want to be starting that one, that is for sure. But it's Andre Needham who's the wrong way around at turn 2. It is Stuart Mack who's out front though, leading things over race 1 winner Stian Krill as they head through turn 4. Charisse van der Merwe now trying to find a way through there on Karshan Naidu. And Kubi behind that. It looks like the Beer under a bit of threat as they went into turn number 4. But the front end is led out by the X-Class category car. And it looks like there might be some damage on the front end of this one. Marshall's working frantically to remove that car at turn 2. Is there going to be a possibility here of the need for a safety car? We've got another car off. That is Bevan Williams by the looks of things. Yes, it is. Bevan Williams out of race number 2 with some damage, and safety car has been deployed. Whoa! A couple of cars having to take evasive action there. Karshan Naidu was one of them going off track, not realizing. Beg your pardon. Not realizing that there's a frog in my throat, but not realizing that there's also the safety car board being deployed. Didn't think they would come into turn 1, heading towards turn 2 with marshals on track without a safety car. So safety car yet again being deployed here. That is that Robbie Kosani's car as well, by the looks of it. Just trying to pick up on that. No, it's Needham. Andre Needham, and a couple of cars out of this one. So it's Needham, Bevan Williams. Looks like Mike McGregor might have had a problem on that first lap as well. Srin Rajpal, we saw him spin out and have to go to the back of the field. So it looks like they've got all the cars out of the danger side of things. They roll through there with Stuart Mack in the X-Class car. Development car for this series, being piloted by Stuart Mack this weekend. Playing around with a couple of new options there, possibly for this championship and for other championships from a Volkswagen point of view. 1 litre turbo car leads out as the lights stay on the safety car. Doesn't look like they're going out for this one. They're going to probably stay out for one more lap under the safety car conditions. So it'll be 2 laps of race action under safety car, and a possible 8-lap sprint race to finish it up. Now staying out one more lap there is the Pretoria North Toyota 86, ahead of all our Volkswagen Challenge Class B contenders. Pierluigi Mussolini up into 7th place there by the looks of it. Francois van Sale, and then Ethan Katsia and Robbie Kosani in the top 10. Also picking up on Ian Walker. Ian Walker is up to 4th place. First time out in Class B for him. There is that car. That's the Cycles United car just ahead there of Elna Cruiser. Some nice livery on that car as well from Ian Walker's point of view. You don't want to go too close with your cell phone on though, because you might pick up a QR code or 7 from that livery that he's running. Might get a shot of it here from our director. I think he heard me. Yeah, there you go. There's an idea. Don't put your cell phone anywhere near that car, because you might pick up a QR code that you're not supposed to have. Or you're going to find some kind of 3D animal if you look at it for too long. Probably going to be a bicycle of some nature. Cycles United are his sponsor. He's ahead there of Elna Cruiser in the ATE machine. Easy Parts machine behind that is Ross Butt, Pierluigi Mussolini tucking in behind Ross Butt. Looks like there's a little bit of extra pace here, so the 86 about to pull off. And Stuart Mack not giving it much time to get out of the way. Safety car moves out the way and Mack drops the hammer. He's trying to catch the rest of them at bay, but I think Stian Kriel was well aware of his intentions. Jacques Hayes, we haven't really mentioned him. He's in 3rd place. He's been there the entire time, but like a stealth bomber, he's been very quiet in that 3rd spot, not showing too much of his intentions just yet. But with 8 laps to go, those intentions could be shown. Kriel already showing those ones to get up to the front. Kriel squeezes through and gets ahead of Stuart Mack. Big move there from Ross Butt on the inside, looking to try and find a way through, but doesn't quite get there on Cruiser. Cruiser comes back at him as they go into turn 3. So a nice, pretty unfrantic start there, other than the action between these two are still side by side down that back straightaway. Kriel just hangs on in the WeFix cars machine to stay at the front end of Stuart Mack. Jacques Hayes looking to pounce on both of them. Walker joining the crew. Cruiser, Butt, then it's Mussolini, then it's Francois van Sale. Ethan Katsia tucked in behind Francois van Sale, looking for a way through there for the JRT racing team. So Ethan Katsia now moving himself up nicely right behind van Sale as they come through there. There's a bit of a gap down to what is now 10th place Robbie Kosani. Lindsay Kleur tucked in behind him. And it's Mitch Katsia and Mo Karodia. This is a really frantic Class B battle here. This echoes the original start of what was Volkswagen Challenge about 10 or 12 years ago, where the battles were literally bumper to bumper all the way around, Zwartkops particularly. On a few occasions, the other circuits we went to as well. Take nothing away from the action that's been provided by Class A and C earlier on, but Class B definitely building up for something special here. As race 2 is now in the thick of it. We completed 2 under safety car, we've completed 2 now under race conditions, and we've got 6 to go. back now with Mussolini right on his butt, actually. Looking for a way past. Here's Pierluigi Mussolini. Francois Vatsel also with a bit of pressure coming from Ethan Coetzee just behind them. Great to see Coetzee back in a race car. Remember, he had a massive moment in a big crash down at the East London Grand Prix circuit in the Comcare Polo Cup last year, which sidelined him for the rest of the season. And he's had to wait almost 6 months before he can climb behind the seat of a race car and into a race cockpit again. And he's now on the tailpiece there of Vansel as we see a move on the inside. Raspat losing out there. Mussolini forces him wide onto the dirty stuff. Oh, you don't be running wide there. There's a new kitty litter section on the exit there of turn number 8. And it can be pretty bumpy. See around the outside of Vansel as he looks to get onto the inside of turn 2. Good possibility we may see a change up between the two of them coming on the exit point. Watching Elna Cruiser close down on Walker. Walker doing the same thing there to Jacques Hayes. Front end, yet again, the top two very evenly matched and so close between Creel and Mack. Jacques Hayes, Walker and Cruiser. Here comes Ethan Coetzee. Can he eventually make it stick into turn 4? They've been wing mirror to wing mirror there, him and Francois Vansel over the last 3 corners, and into 4. I think he might have just got ahead. Mitch Coetzee has got some intentions being shown there by Dr. Hannes Schippers, making a welcome return. Late dice here between Coetzee and Hannes Schippers. Remember, Hannes Schippers was on pole position for race number 1. So something went wrong in the Doc's car. He's been able to get back on track and use the advantage of the safety car to try and get him through there. Mo Carodia for Fast 5 Motorsport with Lindsay Kleur and the Doc on his tail. Definitely some intentions being shown there from Lindsay Kleur's point of view to get through there on Mo Carodia, and Dr. Hannes Schippers looking to do the same thing. The 27 car on the tailpiece there of Mo Carodia, and Mitch Coetzee in the mix there with them as well. Hannes Schippers definitely means business here. He's not going to hold back on his intentions to get through there on Lindsay Kleur. I think he may have got through. Charisse Piazza Musso with Tanae and Kuba behind her. Hot 1027 car, I think might have a little bit of battle scars after that touch earlier on in race number 1. And maybe just feeling the effects of that here in race 2. This is nice to see as well, as we see a little maneuver up there from Mo Carodia. Staying ahead now of Robbie Kasani as they head towards turn 5. But here comes Hannes Schippers. Schippers looking to try and use Kasani as a bit of a blocker. He's going to sneak up on the inside of Kasani and try and do the same thing there on Mo Carodia. He's going to get through on Kasani, but he might not get through on Carodia. Kasani runs wide. Lindsay Kleur accepts the offer of that open door and forces Kasani wide and into a mistake. So 2 vital mistakes there from Kasani. Loses him not 1 position but 2. Can he come back here? Lindsay Kleur under braking for G&H? Yes, he can. So just getting on the inside and fortunate to survive that one. Caution United just up the road from this little battle we're watching into turn 1 as Hannes Schippers looks to go through there on Mo Carodia. Carodia in the Fast 5 Motorsport car keeps out the DDS machine of Hannes Schippers. Dane Fern Dental Surgeries and looking for a chance now to squeeze through on Fast 5. Oh, back to the front as the action picks up there between Stian Creel and Stuart Mack. Mack definitely once again looking for a way through there on Creel. He managed to get through earlier on, but Creel came back at him just after the safety car. Now let's see whether or not that Class X development car can find a way past on Creel. Creel just positioning the car perfectly there, not giving enough room for Stuart Mack to get through. Didn't go defensive, he just placed the car right there. But I think Stuart Mack's got something up his sleeve here with 2 to go. 2 laps to go now for Creel and Mack. Jacques is waiting in the background in 3rd place, waiting to pick up any pieces that may go wrong there between the top 2. He's keeping an eye out on the progress there of Ian Walker, but Walker's got his own problems. Those problems are coming from the ATE car of Elna Cruiser. So it's Creel and Mack 1 and 2, Hayes in 3, Walker and Cruiser in 4 and 5. So super little battle here in the closing stages. Kasani, he coming back at Kleur? No, not yet. Schippers is through on Carodia. Hannes Skipper's finding a way through there on Mokarodia and now makes his way up into just outside the top 10. He's going to try and have to find a way on Karshan Naidu, who's a little way up the road there, and it may not be enough time for him to catch Karshan Naidu in these last lap and a half of race number 2 of Class B. PABAR Volkswagen Challenge, as always, putting on a fantastic show. There's big pressure coming from Al Cruiser. Van Zyl, a little bit squirrely, coming out of turn 5. Kutsia goes through. You've got the Easy Parts car there, squeezing through there as well, of Ross Butt. So this is your Class B champion from last year, Hannes Skippers. It hasn't quite gone according to plan in terms of his first outing for Class B for 2023. As we start the final lap, he's ahead of Mokarodia, but he should be up here with these two. Go down into turn 2 for the last time in anger, and this is where Stuart Mack is going to have to do something. If he wants this win in the Class X car, he's got to find a way through there on Stian Kriel. Kriel is going to make it exceptionally difficult for him to do that. We've seen how well Stian Kriel can just place that car, not to give any room for an overtaking maneuver to happen. Back up the hill they go for the last time. As I said, Zwartkops is still waiting there, and he'll pounce on anything that goes wrong if there is any mistakes out of Kriel or from Mack, but doesn't look like that's going to be happening. And it looks like Ian Walker's going to have to fight it to the line there with on the cruiser for 4th. This is great stuff. Ross Butt with Karshan Naidu all over the back end of him, looking for a way through, but the checkered flag is on standby, and once again it's going to be the WeFix cars polo of Stian Kriel to take the second victory of the day. Mack in second place, his second victory in Class X for PABAR Volkswagen Challenge Class B. As they come to the line behind them, it is Zwartkops, Ian Walker, Cruiser and Mussolini, with Ethan Kutsia beating out Francois Van Zyl, but eventually keeps out Karshan Naidu for the top 10. So some battles will be sorted out here between Robbie Kasani and Tanay Nkube. Kasani wins that one out, and looks like in the background Mitch Kutsia just been able to get through there to beat out Charisse Piazza Musso. So it is PABAR Volkswagen Challenge Class B that have now finished up their day's racing and their first round of the season for 2023 with a double victory there for Stian Kriel. Stuart Mack got the fastest lap of the day on the last pass there. As you can see, a nice little run there from 1 minute 15.668 from Stuart Mack. Zwartkops in third, Walker ahead of Elmer Cruiser. It's Pierluigi Mussolini, Ethan Kutsia, Francois Van Zyl, Ross Butt and Karshan Naidu, your top 10.
Race 2, I started second. Stu managed to get the better of me off the line. He led until the safety car, and directly after the safety car I managed to make a move on him, and from there I could control it in front. He did keep me honest again with that development car from VW Motorsport, but we managed to bring Old School home, take a double win for the day, and yeah, I would say we're signing off South Africa on a good note and up to New Zealand now. Thank you.
Yeah, I must say I'm pretty chuffed. Last year was my first year in racing, so I had a lot to learn last year. I had good days and bad days. I was racing with the Stian Kriel team, so I learned a lot from them. This year I moved to Lee Thompson, which is a bit of a different dynamic, which suits my driving style, and I think by making my move and learning from Lee what I did, I reaped the fruit today. So I'm quite happy with the second place overall. There's some guys that is normally strong in the field that had problems with their cars. So yes, I'll take a second place, but I know this is not a true reflection because of the other guys that sort of had car issues and weight issues on their cars, so they had to move in grids. But everything all good. We'll see what happens on the next race. Thank you.